வணக்கம் மக்களே. வெல்கம் டு Mithravin paarvai. நான் உங்கள் மித்ரா from Sweden. Thanks for joining us. இன்னைக்கு live, it's really special for everyone because we will be we always wait for Deepti ji to join us, and it's nice to meet her through live. I'll give a warm welcome to Deepti ji. வணக்கம், ஜெய் ஜெகநாத். வணக்கம், welcome Deepti ji.
Thank you
so much. It's nice to hear வணக்கம் from you.
No, I was thinking of, learning a little bit of Tamil before coming to your show, but I couldn't manage to.
That's nice. No, I should really appreciate you, Deepti ji, because, no matter what, even it's a COVID or whatever, you never fail to keep us update what's happening around Sridevi ji or Sushant's diary. Digital diary, whatever, you never, even if not in this stream, everyone will come to Meenaji's stream and they will get updates. Everyone is waiting, something will happen, either because you've been rising out for Sridevi ji for a long time. So yes, more than a year, and same goes to Sushant case also, and Jia Khan's case also.
Mitra ji, Sridevi's case more than a year on social media, but
Yes.
Otherwise it's since her death. Since like October 2018.
But one thing, sorry, Deepti ji, I always think it comes to my mind, if Deepti ji if she would have not raised this question she would have not stood for Sridevi ji, this will be buried, right? Nobody was there to.
Yeah, like so many other mysterious deaths. We have had Divya Bharti ji, we have had Parvin Bhabhi ji, we have had why to take such names, we have had Lal Bahadur Shastri ji as well. There have been many mysterious deaths, and Sunanda Pushkar's what happened, you have seen. It dragged on for years and years and years, and finally it got closed down without answering so many questions that her death had. So it closed down. And Jia Khan's case, people can see how Rabia ji has been fighting for more than like 8 years now. It's going to be 8 years now. She has been fighting for 8 years for justice. Okay. And through her only we have come to know, not only through her, but even from the photographs of Jia Khan, we have come to know as to how, in spite of glaring evidences that this cannot be a suicide, but it is a homicide, it is a murder, the agencies, first the Mumbai police and then the CBI, these have been playing with the case. Since 8 years, they haven't been able to collect the evidence from the Mumbai police, is what they want us to believe. And recently, CBI court has, rejected the application of both Rabia ji and CBI court to further examine the evidences, like to retrieve the BlackBerry data of both Jay and Suraj, and to further examine the dupatta or whatever material they claim was used for Juya to hang herself, or whatever they are claiming. The dress she wore last. All these things CBI court has refused to examine, as if it has all the answers for the injury marks on Jia Khan. I don't understand how the courts and judiciary is functioning in India. Okay. And Mithra ji, also, because of this COVID and lockdown, I was not given many dates. The court was almost not functioning in 2020, from March till August. So on that pretext, many hearings have not come up, many cases have not been taken up by the court. And then many foul play happened in the Supreme Court of India, which made us approach the International Court of Justice. But there also, because of this COVID fluid situation due to this pandemic and the on and off, ever-changing travel restrictions, okay, the case is in a limbo. It is getting dragged there as well. But strangely, some cases like Aryan Khan's case and some other case, or Raj Kundra's case, they get immediate hearings and they get bail as well.
True. Exactly.
Whereas, I and my team since 2018, when the case was in Supreme Court of India, we had got more than 30 dates, but not a single hearing happened on any one of the date, for some reason or the other. So, now the people are knowing how the four pillars of the democracy: the judiciary, the legislature, the media, and what's the fourth? I just forgot. All are malfunctioning right now.
Yeah. And people, they have stopped believing mainstream media long back, Deepti.
They should actually. I mean, this awareness should spread more. They should boycott mainstream media. Boycott. Bollywood is working wonders. Okay. I mean, that's why you can see those people. I mean, the Bollywood people now trying to get themselves associated with the South Indian stars and South
True.
Indian directors and all.
And in whatever movie, Dipti 83, there will be a South Indian artist, Jiva, and Boni Kapoor is involved with, I mean, one more
Ajit.
production with Ajit, and that is also postponed. Like so many movies, they are like tying up with South Indian producers and directors or actors.
See, Mitraji, these Bollywood people are, they don't lack in money. One important resource they have is loads and loads of money, black money, money laundering, hawala, drug trafficking, women trafficking. They are accomplices. This Bollywood is an accomplice in all these activities. So there is no dearth of money with them.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So I think the South Indians are getting what attracted the South Indian. I'm talking about the South Indian filmmakers and actors and all. Okay, when the common people are waking up to the fact that these people are anti-nationals, how can you people entertain them?
True, Deepti. This is my doubt also because the whole Twitter, they are very familiar in Twitter. If you say the artists, actors, and all, they always be in Twitter, right? But how come they don't know what's happening? The whole people of India are stood against this Bollywood, but I don't know how they are joining this Bollywood
No,
people.
if they continue to
It,
do that, then they will lose whatever respect they have even.
just my doubt is like it's just for a money they are just they're uh, going with them.
Money and more markets. I mean, because if they tie up with the North Indian people, not only is the money, the finance coming, but also the market is getting expanded. For example, take Pushpa, the
Hmm.
recently released Pushpa.
Hmm.
It did a great business in the north as well, its third version.
Okay.
Whereas
Okay.
83 tanked. Whereas Blockbuster didn't do that big a business. Only two movies, Spider Man and No Way From Home or Far From Home, I don't remember whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So Spider Man and Pushpa, they did amazing business all over India,
Hmm.
in the north as
Okay.
well.
Hmm.
So that is an added revenue for the South Indians because they are expanding their market from Tamil Nadu and Telugu and Karnataka belt to North India as well. So maybe that is what is making them ignore the sentiments of the moviegoers on the social media. But I just want to tell them that they can still expand their market reach without having to associate themselves with these people. Because if they associate themselves with these people, then even the respect that they deserve, it will also go down the drain slowly and gradually. And also this drug nexus, drug or whatever drugs angle, it is also spreading in the south, in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu. We have
True.
Rakul Preet Singh, we have Rana Daggubati. I mean, all their names have come up in ED investigations as well as the drugs NCB investigations as well. So the respect which the South Indian stars command a very huge respect among their fans. I
Yeah.
mean, they enjoy. I mean, even more than North Indians, the South Indians worship them. So if they don't respect the sentiments of the common people and go ahead and associate themselves with such dubious people whose masks have fallen and people are now seeing their real colors, then it is not going to bode well for their image as well.
True, Ditiji, because if you take few years back and all, South Indians are not that much respected in Bollywoods. They didn't get that much respect or the role, whatever. But now, all of a sudden, they are also giving a lot of opportunities and they are also accepting. South Indians are also accepting. So they have to think, but they don't think now. So one more thing I understood after Sushant's death, everybody, the North Indian people, you say, like the people, they are like born with Hindi songs. Like they, for everything on any occasion, they are very close with Hindi songs. At least we South people have, we have some, I mean, Tamil, to replace that, we have some movies or some songs. I feel really happy for these people. Hats off to them. They've just thrown away everything in one night. It's because of Sushant. So same thing will happen one day in South if these people will keep
Exactly.
joining with them.
It's not only their image, but gradually the culture with the South Indians have always remained close to. They will, I mean, with drugs, discourse, and that kind of culture, I mean, they will lose that earthy quality which we associate with South Indians. They will lose that as well, and gradually there will be a decline in the South film industry as well. I hope the South filmmakers and the actors they wake up before this happens and continue, because there is no dearth of quality filmmakers or quality technicians down south. Okay, they are making films now better than the North Indians, or even, I mean, with Bahubali and all, they have shown their technical prowess and all. So they don't need to associate themselves with these people.
Yeah. Also, like, there is nowadays, if you see the movie, also they are just following Bollywood style. If you play same the Pushpa movie, there's like a item song from Samantha. Nobody expected it. It was so bad. Of course, they in South movies also there are some item songs. It's like, from those days it has been practiced, but it was so vulgar, and uh, I don't know where it is going to end and what is the message they are going to give for public. And the same Samantha, she supported Rakul Preet. She felt sorry when Rakul Preet's name came in the drugs case. See the connections.
That's what I mean. If someone wants to, I mean, if someone can break up with their own family members and all for the to support their friends who are involved in drugs and all, what can we say? It's their personal lives, but that is foolishness and self-destruction is what I will say.
True, exactly. And yes, and anyone wish to join Deepti ji, please join. I've shared the link here. You can just share, I mean, join us, and if you have any questions, please, you're always welcome to join with us. Thank you so much. And yes, Deepti ji, like, how about Sushant's diary? Like, how much we have? All of a sudden, that we couldn't see any, more pages from Twitter site.
Yeah, since
So,
I have stopped sharing since November, I think I
yes,
stopped sharing more slides
yeah.
from Sushant's drives. Not because I have covered everything. I haven't. There is a lot more material out there which needs to be decoded and downloaded. But I was not getting time. I was traveling a lot, and I have recently resumed sharing the slides, but not at the pace which I used to do earlier. That's because I mean, how do I put it? Because as and how the time is going on, because we started with Srideviji's case in 2018, in November 2018 exactly. Because of that case, which, see, one thing you must understand, Mitraji, that without the governments of both the countries,
Mm,
India and Dubai,
mm.
without their government's support or without their government's knowledge or approval, this case couldn't have been brushed off the way it has been.
True.
Okay, and even in my case, which is in ICJ at the moment, I mean, it's not totally lost or something. We are expecting hearings anytime soon. ICJ is also not taking new presentations right now. It is, uh, it's almost, the functioning is almost crippled, and once in a while they are just, I mean, finishing off the hearings of long pending cases. So, and with this new Omicron, new variant Omicron and all. I mean, everywhere, countries all around the world are seeing surges. International travel is again restricted. So this is affecting the case as well. Apart from that, a lot of interferences from, because if Srideviji's case gets hearing, then some diplomats will be called for questioning as well.
Okay.
Okay, because I mean, entire media and the public prosecutor of Dubai, they all have been involved in giving clean chit to Boni Kapoor. When the evidences scream otherwise. When the medical reports of Dubai Health Authority, they clearly say it's murder. So Boni Kapoor has been allowed to go scot free. Okay, with
Dipti ji, I have one doubt here. If Dubai Health Minister is giving its clean, I mean, they have given us a clean murder, right? But where
health
is
ministry, Dubai's
health
health
ministry?
ministry. Yeah, because
Health ministry, right? So, but here it's very difficult to get justice for Devi. But what will be the image of our country? That the place where she has been murdered, they very clearly they said it's she has been murdered. But here we are suffering to get the justice for Devi.
Pitraj is strange actually. I can understand. I used to think that cases drag on for years because both the sides are having logical, valid arguments which counter each other. But that's not the case actually. Here we have all the evidences,
True.
evidences to the tune of confession statements of two LET terrorists, Lashkar-e-Tauba terrorists. Okay,
Yeah.
wherein clearly it's mentioned that she has to be silenced, and as she came to know about the assassination attempt of Modi ji, that assassination attempt has to be put on hold, and thus such confession statements also we got hold of. Okay, these terrorists were caught in November 2019, November 2018. Okay, and their confession has been recorded. Yunus Parvez and Tariq Parvin, both their confessions have been recorded in the military record room. Okay, the confessions are there, they are stored there. Somehow we managed to get hold of that. Okay, we have presented them as proofs in the Supreme Court of India as well. That has been accepted, verified, and testified and accepted. And whatever other documents like the medical report or the post-mortem report of Sri Devi ji, the original embalming certificate, not the fake one, that's not the edited one that was circulated in the media at that time, but the original embalming certificate, the document for records of Minister of Health and Prevention of Dubai, and some witnesses who clearly show a motive and reason for this being a murder, and some phone recordings, some audio recordings, a video given to us by a very top of diplomat, and with proof of source of the video as well. All these have been submitted to the Supreme Court. Okay, and strangely, I mean, in spite of such concrete evidences, I have not been given a hearing. Maybe because I have such strong evidences that the media has been asked not to touch this case, and I am not being given a hearing. Because if we once get a hearing, okay, and I actually challenge the Indian courts or the Supreme Court of India that if they were sincere, they should have had a telecasted live telecast of the media trial that of the trial of Srideviji's case.
Yes. Okay.
Then everything will be. I mean, if they have nothing to hide, I have nothing to hide. I am willing to go for that. If you people have nothing to hide, then we should also agree for that. But if you have something for hide, then why do you have something for hide? What is your role as the apex court of the country? What is your role as the judge or the royals? Because as the lawyers, because let me tell you, Mitraji, we have had one ex-judge of Supreme Court of India, Praful Chandra Pantji. He also came to help us because my legal head, the legal head who was guiding me, Dr. Ajay Singh Talwar, through him, we approached Praful Chandra Pantji, and he had also seen the video along with my legal team.
Okay.
Video of Srideviji's murder, and he had through his window, through judge's window, he tried to expedite the case. But strangely, I think he too was pressurized or threatened. He stopped responding as well. In the Supreme
This,
Court of India, yeah, the summons never reached us. I mean, the summons was sent. In the court register, it shows the summons were 8 summons were sent. But none of the summons ever reached me.
it's pathetic, Dipti ji. I really
This,
don't know. Yeah, how long, and it's for Sridevi ji, it's this much long. And just think about the common people. When this will
Gee.
change?
Jia Khan's case
Yeah.
going on since 8 years. Srideviji's case, they just, I mean, they wanted to send the case into the cold storage as well. Even that was done. See, my case in International Court of Justice is the same. We approached the solicitor desk headed by Dr. Verghese Johnson in ICJ with documented evidences of misappropriation of dates and mishandling by Supreme Court of India. We had documented evidences how foul games were played by the judiciary at the judiciary level to send this case to cold storage. How no hearings were given to us. I mean, we had presented. So the case in the ICJ is not regarding death of Srideviji, mysterious death of Srideviji. It is
Okay.
against the judicial systems of the country for misappropriation of dates and mishandling of cases, with Srideviji's case being a stand-in example.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so that's it. I mean, COVID is playing a lot of. I mean, it's the main villain now, and not only that. Apart from that, there are interference always coming from that side. A lot of people know. It's not that the government doesn't know about the case. It's only the common public. It's only the common people who don't know that there is a case going on regarding Sridevi ji as well somewhere. The government knows, uh, the agencies like, I mean, Supreme Court of India, our President Ramnath Kovind ji knows because we had updated him about this, and General Bipin Rawat ji, he was a strong support actually.
Yes, sir.
I mean, he was one. He was always there. I mean, it's not that we used to interact with him much, but he was always there. It was through him that we had submitted the letter with all the details about the case and how who all played foul with it to president, to our president, Ramnath Kovind, because we
Okay.
had interacted with him in in the month of February 2020, and he had asked us to send all the details of the case and since the beginning, since 2018 till now, whatever happened to him, and we had submitted the letter through General Bipin Rawat. He was the chief of army staff then. Okay, and not only that, even in your early sessions, I had covered about what exactly happened with the case from 2018, what all dates we got, how
Yes.
uh, these dates, how why the hearing never happened on these dates, what all we filed, how games were played. I have already spoken about all that. I don't want to go into it again. If people want to know, they can go back to your videos and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so ACID committee, we had, filed for ACID committee as well to investigate why no hearings were happening. ACID committee was also formed under the supervision of then Chief of Army Staff General Bipin Rawat. So he was always there, cooperation personified and a strong support. And his death is a very big blow, is a very, very big blow to us. And strangely, he's no more. And as expected, the investigative report about the crash says that it is due to bad weather and all and all.
Yeah. That was
We
like,
never know. Again, looking at the track record of the agencies and their investigations, there is a big doubt on this death as well. Uh, so fine, I don't know how. I don't know what's happening in the country and
yes,
where
it's
this country is
really
headed towards.
painful. Same thing. We are so much upset with our, I mean, General Bipin sir's death. Uh, we
And
couldn't
also,
able to come out from that.
and
But
have you noticed one thing, Mitraji?
but
Since Sushant's death, even before we can focus on one thing, try to know what's happening there, and try to raise our voice, some other news comes out.
correct. Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to say. Yes, please go ahead.
And General Sir's death, the investigative report, which came out saying that no foul play was there, it was due to bad weather and all, something. Okay, whatever it came out, I mean, in a hush hush way. Not many
Mm.
people are aware that the report is out.
Mm.
It came out in a hush hush way, and it was again, I mean, replaced by a more bigger sensation, that is the blockade in Punjab of
True.
our PM's security convoy. I mean, there is a case of some crores and thousands of crores of drugs being, uh, caught at Adani port, and then it gets replaced by a bigger sensation because the celebrity's son Aryan Khan
True.
comes up, and ultimately, in the end, nothing happens. No one ever
True.
gets punished.
Exactly. This is happening for past so many years, Ditiji. Either they will make a terror attack in our country, they will just divert to bring the all these things, substances inside the country through Adani or whatever, or like they will attack our military people or soldiers, something. Or now the hype is like arresting Aryan Khan, and then after that nothing will happen. Same thing, Jacqueline, or same thing, Shilpa's husband.
Raj Kundra,
Raj
yeah.
Kundra, and now one more Jacqueline Fernandez happening, and what not. But there is no solution. Vanakkam Vijayji. Vijayji has joined.
Oh, I was about to ask. Hello, Vijayji, how are you?
Namaste, namaste, Diptiji. I'm fine. How are you? How are you?
How is your leg now?
Sorry. Oh, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Don't ask about that. No, it's
Okay,
fine.
good to
It's
see
fine. I
you.
mean, like, it's just a small fracture, so it's healing much better now. So it's
Yeah,
it's really
please.
nice to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please don't
Diptiji.
forget to take physiotherapy lessons after that. It's very important after any kind of fracture. Okay.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't end up in a long therapy sessions, so that's gonna be a little bit more time consuming for me. Even now itself, I came to a position or a point where, like, now I'm getting a little bit annoyed by the fracture and everything. But
But Vijayji, I have experience because almost all bones in my body have broken at one point or the other.
because of the
So
boxing.
no, not that
Oh, okay.
road accidents and all. So, but
Okay.
Oh,
you should not ignore physiotherapy. Maybe a few
Mm.
days you have to give some time, but the pain will not remain lifelong. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you will have lifelong discomfort. That's just one
Def-
suggestion I wanted to give you. Yeah.
Definitely. Then I will definitely consult the physio after the cast is removed and everything. But thank you so much, Diptiji, for your concern. It was really nice to see you. I mean, we met on New Year's Eve, and afterwards, it was today. Also, I was not sure that I will be able to join, but Mitraji was like really insisting. Please join. I was like, yeah, okay, let me find some time, and I just jumped in just to say hello to you, and like, please continue, Diptiji. I just want to listen.
Yeah, good evening, Amitaji. I just read a comment. Amitaji is saying good evening. Yeah, all right.
yes, Ditiji.
So,
That's what.
what were we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, been talking about this distractions, and you was talking about Adani, and all of
No,
a
I'm
sudden,
saying, see, anytime there is one news without any closure or without anything happening, it is replaced by something other. This is what is going on. Neither are the investigations booking anyone, even if they are booking after a few days, they are out on bail, and then nothing happens. And then it gets replaced by some other news. See, that same thing happened. I mean, it started like Sushant's, and then that Antilla thing came up, and then
true. That time when, yeah, when we have been fighting for
from
Sushant,
since
yes.
then, yeah, since then something or the other is coming up on an almost a daily basis now. So I don't know what is happening. I mean, it is what is happening is that it is keeping people diverted, deviated with every new thing that is happening, and people are like discussing this, and the other moment they are discussing something else. So they are not able to come together and pursue this thing with consistency.
But if you see Ditiji, if they wanted to release all the photos at one stretch, they can release from Jacqueline's side. They are releasing like 2 weeks. They will release one photo with a con man. After a few weeks, they will release one more photo. So I don't know what they wanted to tell to the people. Okay, the people will be happy to talk about this stars. Maybe they wanted to divert. Okay, now people will talk about this. This is their agenda.
Yeah, the agenda is clear, and mainstream media is strangely. I mean, like I don't know what journalism is no more there in the mainstream media. It's just spreading narratives and TRPs for more TRPs, showing sensation, creating sensation. out of nothing, out of things that don't matter. So I don't know. I mean, I see if
But
things continue. Yeah, Vijay.
no, no. Actually, talking about the diversions, Dipti ji, I mean, like there was like before Sushant's diary and after Sushant's diary, like a two, like before AD and after AD. It's like before the diversion, they were making the diversions, but people were not that much aware of like, okay, these are diversions, and they are trying to divert us because we were
Ah,
not united, and the information was not coming out, and we thought like everything what is happening is like, okay, that is good. They are doing something. They're doing something, but now even after they had the best example what you gave was immediately after Sushant's death, the Antalya case came out, and so many things happened. Sachin was here and there and this and that. It was like
But ultimately, nothing happens.
yeah, it was like a Diwali fataka, like it was blasting everywhere in the news, and then whoosh, it's like gone, completely gone. But only thing what now it's different is people are not forgetting the initial case where they started to fight. I mean, of course, number of people are still divided, but the cause, how do you see that one? I mean, like there is something now we continuously we are struggling for the truth, right? Okay, we want justice for Sushant. I mean, even though so many other cases coming and going, Antalya came, Jacqueline came, Ed came, Ria Chakravarti came, everyone came and went, but still one point we are still sticking is Sushant.
Yes, because I have also noticed is that since Sushant's death, it's almost trending daily, on a daily basis.
Yeah,
Okay, under different taglines and all. But yes, it's not a single person can take credit for this. There, I mostly because the lives that Sushant touched when he was alive, though the mainstream media never gave him the due uh, coverage that he deserved. But then there are people, right? I mean, there are people whom he has touched personally. Okay. And also, I would say it's the magic of Sushant's pure soul, plus the sacrifice that he has given for the common people. Plus, not only that, his team maybe I don't know who released those pics of Sushant's body in the initial stages, because if that hadn't come out, then this wouldn't have become such a strong movement.
true, true.
Okay, so there are a lot of factors, the good works that the noble works that Sushant did, like he has helped in the education of many people, like girls and all, which mainstream media has never covered,
Never cover.
never ever. Okay. And similarly, Sridevi ji also, she used to believe, what I have come to know is that she used to say that real charity is when what the right hand does, the left hand even doesn't know.
Doesn't
So
know.
there's no need to advertise. That is what she used to say. So even looking at the number of people who traveled to Mumbai, I mean, you see the wave of the huge sea of crowd that had come during her funeral in Mumbai. That was not something which money or these people can. I mean, if these people had their way, they would have let it go silently. Even they never expected that such. Of course, Sridevi ji is Sridevi ji. There can never be another one like her. Coming back to Sushant, even I am surprised and amazed, because when Sushant's death happened, I was totally into Sridevi ji's case. And I mean, I was totally harassed, frustrated because of the pressures that were piling up, because people didn't want me to fight this case. Everywhere I went, I was asked this question: what is to you?
mm,
Okay, what is to you? She's gone, what's to you? Even her family members have not come forward. Why are you fighting? Okay, not only that, and because of the games being played at the judiciary level, and also financially, I was harassed a lot. Income tax raid happened on me, and even I mean, they are still trying to corner me into, like isolation, like they did to Ravinder Patel. Okay, uh, my business, people who were doing business with me, I mean, who wanted to do business with me, they have been harassed by booking them in false land grabbing cases. They, I mean, they were deviated into that. So a lot of incoming bank transfers were blocked. Even we raised the issue with the Reserve Bank of India ombudsman, but nothing
Nothing
happened.
happened.
I mean,
Nothing
yeah,
happened.
because this nexus, this cabal has its control over the postal network. Someone's never reached me. Has this control over the telecommunications. Okay, the I mean, what access to your devices, to your personal information, everything. Because if you see the recent slides that I shared, recent slides of Sushant which I shared, he mentions about the Aadhaar project and why Jio wanted Aadhaar to issue its cards, and also there is a lot of information over there. Uh, so yes, there's the pressure is always there, was always there, and why when Sushant died, I didn't give it that much of an attention because I didn't want to get deviated. Already I was facing a lot of games because I had to change 3 4 lawyers, as I have told before I decided to fight my own case when it was in Supreme Court of India, using a provision of the Indian law, uh, wherein you can fight even if you do not have a degree in law, you can fight your own case. And people who were helping me, people, I mean, the part of the team which started off to give justice to Sridevi ji, most of them, I mean, either we lost some of them, or they were threatened, or they were sold. So they also started playing foul, and a lot of games were being played, and they are still being played. It was at this point that the news of Sushant's death came. I didn't give it that much importance or anything because I didn't want to get deviated into that. But when I saw the kind of outcry that happened on the social media for Sushant, that was when I felt that I think I should also come out and tell about this truth, which the mainstream media was not covering. Even, I mean, we had interacted with Arnab Goswami of Republic, and Deepak Chaurasya, and Ankit of G, and a lot many people. Uh, they used to hear, they used to show interest, and somehow, I don't know, maybe they are facing some pressure not to give any sort of coverage to this case. They used to, and then again, there was silence. Like there is silence from the CBI regarding
Yeah.
Sushant's trials.
Yeah.
So,
But again, Deepti, I definitely have that strong, feeling. Sushant would have definitely watched you fighting for Sridevi, and he also mentioned in the diary that he wanted to, reach the team.
that's what I mean. Here, maybe we missed information because we too had our sources in the film industry because we were investigating Sridevi's death. But we somehow I could, I mean, never come to know about Sushant and his team.
Sushant.
Hmm.
He clearly mentioned your team on in the diaries, Dipti ji.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
And
see it as some sort of, failure of gathering information from our side. But we should have come across, and strangely, we didn't come across Sushant or his team when we were in investigation. That's why I didn't, by coincidence or something, since we had our sources in the film industry, we came to know that about another set of drives. About
Hmm.
So that's how
yeah,
we came. That's how we heard in January 2020. Yeah, 2020, and I think January 2021. Yeah. So I said, leave it. I mean, already we are into this thing, and
Hmm.
why take another headache? Because then after, I mean, the lockdown was announced and the court stopped functioning and all, we had time on our hands. So I was like, okay, fine. You were saying something about it. Are they still next? Okay, let's get that. Let's see and what and all. So because at that point of time, I was of the opinion that if there is something really that explosive in these diaries, which might have led to his death or something, maybe I can put pressure in this
on
angle
Sridevi
on
ji's case
Sridevi
also.
case.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the main intention actually. But when I got hold of them, and I mean, then it took a lot of time to access the material that was there. There are 7 hard drives and 1 pen drive.
Hmm.
Okay. So I mean, all of them are heavily encrypted. Okay. So, and he has used a combination of 2 3 softwares and designed his own interface. Uh, because in one of the slides he mentions that he thought of doing this after his diaries and documents were destroyed and burned. So he had prepared something which can never be destroyed or
Destroy.
edited or fiddled with. So it took us time, and in the lockdown, we had a lot of time in our
Yeah.
hands. So we started working on this. And when we started working into this, and so, I mean, it was like you yourself are seeing
What
the
was your
continuity
first
of the slides.
reaction, yours and your team? I mean, like when initially, as you said, you were a little bit reluctant to open the drives and work on it because you already had too many things to do. But then you decided, okay, let's go for it. And then the first reaction when you and your team when you
Actually,
started to
same
read
question was running in my mind.
when you
It's
started to read, I mean, like how should we handle this information? Right, this is quite
No, I mean,
heavy.
when I started reading first few slides, I was like, oh my God, people need to know this. And they should come in front of the people. Okay. But then again, I too was, see, though I had experience about how the judiciary was manipulating
Yeah,
because of Srideviji's case, I didn't have any experience about the agencies in India, about the CBI or because Srideviji's death happened in Dubai. Okay,
yeah.
so here, so the first thing, because I didn't want to take any more pressure or any more threats on me by getting involved in some other suspicious death, I wanted to hand it over to the CBI even before reading the material.
Even before reading.
Reading the material, I mean, hand it over to the CBI, and they can do whatever they want to do with it. It will help the case. So, and then we let Sri Nupur Prasad ji know that about the drives and that we wanted to hand it over. And we were called. I was called to Mumbai. I went in the month of March. Yeah, in the month of March 2000 when I went to Mumbai. Okay. I went to Bandra Kurla office and I was told that initially, I mean, people in that office, CBI office, they were they were not cooperative and they were not welcoming. They initially the person, I mean, whoever was at the gate, they denied knowing anyone called Nupur Prasad. They asked me, "Oh, is it a male or a female?" I said, "It's a female, the one in charge of Sushant's case." "Oh, then that might be in Delhi." I said, "No, she is in Mumbai, and that they called. That's why I flew down from Odisha to come to hand over to discuss about handing over the drives." And then some other person, I mean, some other senior officer came from inside, and then he asked me, and he said, "Oh, she has gone to some Belapur office because she has called on some urgent work and all, and she won't be returning for the day." So I came back that day, and then I had some information relating to the drugs angle because one of my business partners is from Bangalore. So in the Bangalore. I mean, from Bangalore, we had some information about this from one of the pubs in Bangalore about this drugs business and all. Okay, because you see Deepika Padukone and Riya Chakraborty, they are all from Bangalore. Okay, so there was some connection, and so since I had gone to Mumbai during the lockdown, that too, I thought I should visit NCB and pass this information to them. So I went to NCB office. Samir Vankadesar was not there. His PA Sharadji was there. Okay, he said that sir is outside. I can take appointment. The atmosphere in NCB office was totally in contrast to what it was in the CBI office. The
Yeah.
NCB office, everyone in the NCB office was welcoming. When I said that I have come to give some information about an ongoing case, everyone, from the person who was the boy who was serving tea, and from uh, Samir sir's PA, Sharad ji, and all. He was like, he expressed his gratitude, like, if common people come and give us informations like this, then we can eradicate this drug menace forever. And such were the talks that he did. And he promised me that he will take appointment and then let me know. Okay, give me the date and all. So I went back, and true to his promise, he spoke with Samir Vankadesar, and I got an appointment 1 week later. I flew back to Mumbai again. Again, went to Bandra Kula office, CBI, to, try my luck if Nupur Prasad would be there or not, but I couldn't find her. Though this time, she had no idea that I am going there. So this time we cannot blame her for not being there. But, and then I went to NCB office. I met Samir Wankde sir. I have shared the pics and whatever happened there widely on my Twitter profile. Okay, and we passed on the info. I gave him whatever information I had to give him. He was very encouraging as well, very hardworking, and if we have people like him, officers like him, then
And
I.
like you, I mean, you just listening to the story also. Just continue, Diptinja. I will say afterwards, Michael. I mean, yeah,
Okay,
please, please.
so we give the information, and then I came back. Okay, and then I started sharing the slides on the Twitter on my profile. I didn't do any videos on it right away. I started sharing the slides as I was downloading. Okay, and tagging everyone, tagging PMO, HMO, Republic, Shweta Singh Kirti, Without the Mind, Divine Mitch, Sushant's sisters,
Sisters.
It's SSR, and everyone. I started tagging and I started sharing the slides. Okay, so that I thought if people will read, maybe they will put pressure on them to at least validate these drives. Okay, because this is digital information. Okay, there cannot be any argument whether these belong to Sushant or not. Digital forensics can easily prove it. It's hardly a matter of hour or two. Okay, so and again in August 2021, I again flew back to Delhi because there was a propaganda on Twitter and people were trying to mislead the warriors, saying that these drives are fake and it is very easy to submit. Why is she sharing these drives on the social media instead of
Yeah.
handing it over to the agencies? She's here for publicity, blah blah blah. What not was, I was trolled a lot, and some genuine people, innocent people, were also getting misled because they didn't know whom to believe.
True.
Okay, and people were saying that it's very easy to meet CBI, just walk into their office and submit the drives, this that. Whoever told me this, I asked them. Even some forensic experts and all those also made videos, hours and hours, devoting hours and hours of time and dissecting every comma, every spelling mistake in the slides that I was sharing. And
Also, I remember one person was telling you she's reading from this like this left to right, not from top to
no,
bottom.
what not? Total.
Yeah.
It all happened. But only one thing I kept asking was that, okay, fine. I may be I might not be capable enough to arrange a meeting with the CBI to submit these drives. Kindly help me. Okay, so this no one was willing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I went to
And
Delhi
nobody was
and
ready to talk in your live also with you, I believe. You also called them to
exactly,
come and talk with
and
you.
there were some YouTubers, some frontliners who have so many followers who claim to be Sushant's warriors. I don't want to take name and create more controversy, but people will understand. They called. They had called me to read the drives on their channel.
Mm.
Okay. But somehow or the other, I always wanted to read these drives on people I was totally sure about. Okay, and somehow it happened that on Meenaji's channel I came to read the drives, and but these very YouTubers who wanted me to go to their channel and read the drives, they were the ones who later made videos saying that these are fake and whatnot. Okay, the only simple question I was asking was, let the agency, neither you nor I, can say that these drives are true or what. I am saying they are true, you are saying they are fake. But the only agency which can certify is CBI. So
Exactly.
let it validate the drives. Because if I am sharing fake content regarding an investigation which is ongoing, then I am doing a crime by misleading, right? There ought to be some action on it. If you are not doing that, if you are not validating the drives, then what are you trying to say? So I went to Delhi in August, went to CBI office. It turned out to be holiday. stayed put 2 days, again went to CBI office on a working day, submitted the application. The application also I have shared on my profile widely regarding the drives and everything. Previous visit to Mumbai to submit the drives and requesting a validation for the drives. So there also some funny experience happened. I have already spoken about that on Mitraji's channel earlier. So finally, I could submit the application and get an acknowledged copy as well. And I was promised that I will receive a call within 7 days, and my application has been handed over, has been collected by one of the most sincere officers in the CBI, who has till date not lost a single document. So be relaxed. You will get a call within 7 days. And true to their promise, I got a call from one CBI officer, Mr. Anil Yadav. He asked about the drives, he asked about me, and I told that yes, sir, kindly, please, I just have one request to make. Whenever you give me a date to validate the drives, kindly make sure that the CBS IT team is also present in the meeting, because I can't keep traveling to and fro, once with drives, once without drives, or 2 or 3 times with the drives, because this is very sensitive material and there is risk. So if you are
True.
giving me a date, yeah, if you are giving me a date, kindly make sure that the CBI's IT team is also present, so that it's only once that I have to go and finish this job and come back. So he promised, saying that, okay, I will talk with my superiors and I will get back to you. So it's been more than 4 months now, August. Yeah, more than 4 months now. Still, I haven't received a call
Received
back
any
from
call?
CBI. Yeah. So this is what is happening.
Same like it's going like Jia Khan's case. She's been fighting, but there's no hearing for her. And same thing happening in Srideviji's case also, no hearing for you. And yes, we thought like CBI will take action. It's not joke to tag Nupur Prasad ji, or PM of our country and CM of, I mean HMO of our country. But how do people take this? They are just like that. They can do trolling on any people who fight for justice.
No, see, this trolling
Because
also,
of
see,
this,
usually,
people are scared to
uh,
come forward, Deepti ji. They can
this
they can
is their
silence you.
propaganda. This is the
Ah,
tactic. This is the tactic, because the names that are coming out in the drives, and Sridevi ji, and the reason she was killed, whatever names will get exposed, they are big names. So they are either celebrities or some very big names, and they have their own IT cells or manage an IT cell. Okay. So usually a common man, if suppose, let's say, some XYZ, some A is reading what I am sharing, okay, but doesn't believe all that. Okay. So what that A would do, any common person will ignore or read or
Yeah.
stay silent. But if someone is coming, target you and troll you with a gang, with an army of people at a particular time, when I have been doing this for more than a year now, first Srideviji's case and now Sushant's diaries, okay, it's not always they at a particular time, and this time earlier used to coincide with uh, whenever my presentation was about to happen in ICJ.
Mm.
Okay, so some sort of provocation and anything. Okay, and now for Sushant's this thing as well. So thankfully, the acknowledgement from CBI, which I have shared on my profile, has whoever is caring to, I mean, read or whatever I have shared till now, they are coming to believe it now.
that's good.
But at the
I mean,
same time, there are many attempts to keep the people diverted as well.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Hmm. Yeah.
it both ways. I mean, like, people are believing, but still there are some people who are trying to pull them back and say this is fake, and
Exactly.
don't believe this. And it can, because even many YouTubers, we are talking about YouTubers only, genuine YouTubers, still some they don't talk about this. They especially don't talk about the drives. They think, we don't believe in all these things, let's. But still they are fighting for Sushant. They are fighting for justice for Sushant. But they don't want to believe the drives. So it's really a big battle. But apart from all these things, I mean, like, what, after listening, this is one thing, I mean, it always comes to my mind: the courage what you have shown, and the trouble what you have gone through, I mean, all this time. It's really hats off, Dipti ji, to be honest. I mean, like, it's for a not you need a different kind of mindset, and to handle. Of course, you always say that you have a team and people, you work as a team. That's apart from that, but still that's a wrong sentence
And
when you
again,
say
she's
being
the
a
face of
lady.
the team. She's the face of the
Yeah,
team. Yeah, you have to
yeah.
take everything, whatever comes, good or bad, whatever comes, you have to take that. Yeah, you are taking that. And
Like,
again,
See,
for Sushant, we said, like, see, enough is enough. We don't want one more good person to, lose. Same thing if we say, but we're not doing it practically. So when you are coming, exposing a lot of people through the drive, it's not you, but the drives is doing, Sushant's drive is doing, okay? But still, people are, they don't want to see. It's their wish. They want to listen. I mean, trust or not to trust, but they cannot talk anything. I mean, whatever they wanted to talk, whatever comes in the mind,
see,
trolling.
Mitraji, see, one thing which gives me strength to keep going in spite of whatever pressures or obstacles that we are facing is that truth. We have access to truth in a way that it can be proved in any court of law. Okay. The biggest truth, that is the supreme power, that itself cannot be proved. It can only be experienced. But here, since it's about the case we are talking, we have it. We have truth. We have access to truth in a way that it can be established in the court of law as well. The only thing happening here is that we are not being allowed to, even climb the steps of the court of law to present our findings.
Yes,
So
that's heart
truth is
wrenching.
what, yeah. So truth is what gives us the strength. We are like, I mean, what is happening? This is the truth, and that is, I mean, is something unacceptable totally. Especially when you don't know you're doing, that's a different thing.
True.
But once you know, and once you know that, I mean, things are pretty bad, and if it continues this way, then there will be total mess. I mean, something from which we cannot even come out of.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah.
don't, I mean, people have to know that this is the case. People are in the blind. I mean, you are seeing something, and you see that there is a mask over the people's eyes. What would you do?
Yeah.
Do the same thing what you're doing, Dipti ji.
Yeah, so that is it.
But still, I mean, there's no words. Again, we can't really explain, Dipti ji, how we feel about you. I mean, like, the courage and the fight what you're fighting. You have been fighting for Sri Devi ji, and then you took up Sushant also now, and you're battling both the cases at one time,
No, no,
going
no.
here and
I don't have anything to do with Sushant's case. Okay, I'm
no, no,
just
but yeah,
okay.
Dipti ji, it's. I know you don't have to do anything, but the work what you did now, or the work what you're doing now, on behalf of Sushant, he did all the work, but at least bringing that to rest of the world, it takes more courage to just lift that piece of work also, and
Yeah.
all the
I,
troubles what you're going, flying here, flying, going there, meeting in this office, meeting in that office, just listening to that only, and people will think, man, this is.
Also,
I
Dipti
guess.
ji, people like me, I mean, there are a lot of people like me, who don't know what had happened in India. For example, what are the scams, ISRO scientists, or for example, the bank scams, Punjab, Maharashtra bank scams, and what not. So many things. I mean, a lot of political people, how they have been exposed, and the businessman, how they are exposed now. Everything is given in the diary. If the diary is not reached in the right person, if not right person's hand, then think, we are be ignorant. I mean, not we means, like, people like me would have been ignorant till I die. I didn't know what happened, but I know, of course, what happened to what happened, the hit and run case. But I am so stupid to believe the culprit. Not, I don't know who is Ravindra Patel
No,
ji.
even I was like this.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, even I was like this before Sridevi just did. Okay,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a gradual, I mean, like personal experience, learning process for me. And I was like, oh my God, this can't really be true. Is this how pathetically things are running? Because when I used to watch such things in movies like Rajniti and other movies,
Yeah,
I don't like that kind of movies. I was like, these are very dark themed movies, and this is not how it is. But now we are seeing, now everyone is seeing how it actually is,
exactly.
and it's not that nothing can be done about it, because a lot of people are out there who don't want this kind of things happening. So all it needs is that for these people to come together,
Uh,
refuse to be diverted, refuse to be deviated, okay, and not refuse to be caught up in unnecessary gang wars. Who said what to whom? Who said which to which warrior? What? So
mm,
the only thing that should matter is justice for Sushant. The immediate step is CBI.
true.
What is the status of the investigations? What is the reason for the death? What are the reasons for this injuries? It's not like CBI can simply come and give statement, like uh, because statements even in AIMS we have Sudhir Gupta saying 200% homicide,
Yeah,
200% hanging. So it's not that you simply CBI can simply declare anything, because it also knows it cannot declare anything, and people will not let it go away with. If it tries to say that it is a suicide, then give us the reasons for the broken bones that are clearly visible in, and other injury marks that are clearly visible in the photographs.
I mean, again, the most alarming and the shocking part is the same thing what you just now said. CBI just cannot just come and say anything what it wants. It has to, it has to support its statement. But at the same time, people know what has happened, and I think CBI also knows what has happened, and somehow something is stopping them from somewhere you don't know that the truth is not coming out. That's the most intimidating or most shocking, and it's like annoying part also. Everybody knows what exactly has happened, but not the minute details how it has happened. But more or less, okay, this thing has happened, and everyone, even in the chat also, we see like CBIs are more. Even Sushant has said the people are more experienced and smart people in the agencies. They are not like they don't know anything,
They
but
know. They know.
they know exactly. But something, politicians,
Politics,
businessmen,
politicians. I don't
businessmen.
want to. I don't want to. I mean, bring up another controversy in saying something about. But I am not satisfied with the investigation report of our CDS, our ex-CDS, Bipin Singh Rawatji, General Bipin Singh
Yeah,
Rawat. Okay, it is very suspicious, and I will just say that if there is, because if what I have heard are to be believed, because there are people who also say that some deaths that have happened in the aims of some big statesmen, they are not heart attack, or they are not what they have been claimed to be. So I don't know. I mean, what's happening? I mean, our country is heading towards a doom. I mean,
and
this is
three. I mean, like all Air Force, Army, and I think Navy. They all conducted an investigation for for our General Bipin Rao's crash, and then collectively they submitted some kind of a report. That's what I heard in the news.
if the weather was bad, then who gave permission to fly
to
in that
to
weather?
fly.
Who was that person? I mean, so there are a lot of questions. You simply can't say that it was due to. Anyway, let me not get. I don't want
Yes,
enough. I have already taken. I don't want to people get. I don't want people to get diverted into other things,
yes.
because we cannot do anything about it. If we are not focused, if we do not channelize the way we have to go, you simply can't talk about all the issues, because there are a lot of issues that our country is facing right now. We as
Diptiji,
the common
if you,
people.
I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt. No, same thing. If we are talking in one topic, then they say they are like cross checking and they are blocking us. Why are you not talking that? Why you didn't talk about that topic? Why you didn't come for this topic? This the way
Okay,
they
no.
They
You
block
talk and
us.
discuss about every other topic, but the action that needs to be done is put pressure on CBI. It can't simply remain silent while the mainstream media plays its games, trying to subtly brainwash by careful uses of words to brainwash people into believing the suicide theory or something. I mean, this can't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that the people need to do now, there is no deviation or distraction required. If the only motive of this movement is justice for Sushant Singh Rajput, and there is no need to be divided in this matter, because the only way forward is CBI declaring the reason of death. That is the first step. Follow whatever diversions you have to. Let's say tomorrow, even let's say the third world is on the verge, the third world war is on the verge of starting, apocalypse is coming, whatever news might come, follow that. But this side, regarding in Sushant's case, the next step, the only thing everyone should roar so loudly that the
Very nicely
agency
said.
cannot ignore anymore is that CBI declare the reason of death.
They should
Very
start
true.
realizing that no matter what happens, people are not letting this go. I
Yes.
mean, we tried to put everything on us, but still we are standing and we are asking, give us a reply for this one, give us an answer for this one, justice for Sushant. That's a very nicely you said, Diptiji. So it should be a message which people should really, I mean, like take it in. I mean, like many cases can come, many issues can come, but as you said, follow, keep yourself updated, keep yourself aware of what is happening. But the main fight, what we are fighting, don't forget that and keep fighting for Sushant. That was really nicely said.
And it is not taking much of your time either.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay,
True.
very
right
true,
now.
very true.
Right now it's not, but if still, even after raising, I mean, because if we need to apply more pressure. Lalita ji has been asking one question.
Yeah.
If I believe in the theory of SSR being alive, then I do not. Let me make it clear, I do not believe in this theory of SSR, Sushant Singh being alive. Okay. Um, so people might have to come on the roads. That is the next step. If depending on how the first of all get together and pressurize the CBI to declare. It's been now more than a year. You should have sufficient material now. Declare the reason of death now. Okay. And if still it continues to ignore and remain silent as it has been silent, then it's time for people to come out on the roads.
Yeah.
So
So something has to happen at one stage. The
otherwise, going by the track record of what has happened when where influential people are involved in some crime or something, this time if people do not say stop, we have had
yeah,
enough,
yeah,
then also this too will die
yeah.
down.
I mean, at least what gives a little bit of happiness is regarding this Bollywood and then boycott of Bollywood and how this Bollywood industry is suffering after all this thing. What we are looking, that gives a little bit of happiness on one corner of your heart, corner of of our heart. Like, okay, fine, people are, even though we can't see them, even though we can't hear them, but people are together sometimes when it comes to at least boycott of Bollywood.
Yes, exactly. It gives some kind of yes,
It does. It
people are
really
coming to
does.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
That's good. I mean, though the pace is slow, it is steady. More and more people are coming to know. Since we do not have access to wide coverage at one go, we have to keep on repeating and saying this time and again. Uh, but we have to do it.
yeah, we have to keep doing it. We have to keep doing it. So,
Yeah,
because,
Deepti, sometime people get upset also why it's getting delayed. No, I mean this is no June 21st, Sushant's next birthday. I mean after his death, the second birthday is coming. So no, people are like really sometimes getting upset. So your answer, I
Is
mean
this
whatever you
all?
said, it's
Is this
really
all you can do? Getting upset
Yeah,
is all you can do.
Yeah,
I think
very
people
good.
should get tired of. I think people should get tired of getting upset now and getting used to now. For a change, let's try. Come out of your comfort zones, and because unity has great strength. And yes, let me tell you beforehand, if people are coming on the roads,
Mm.
there will be a counter plan. Okay, the coming on the roads and protesting will be maligned,
yeah,
because it will be infiltrated with people from their side who will create lawlessness,
true.
who will break some public property, and just to malign this movement. Okay, so even coming out on the roads is not like, it will also have a lot of challenges.
A lot of challenges
Yes, but
Mm.
here some people are there who can guide in what those challenges will be beforehand.
before. I normally say, I mean, like, many times, just now it popped in my mind. It took like more than 30 years for them to build up this entire cabal and nexus. It will take
30
some time
years,
for,
it's more than that.
yeah,
Means
so it
it's
will take some time for us to break it, So have some patience, keep fighting, and let's not lose the focus. And as long as we are united, we can break them. We can break
exactly.
them. Yeah,
And
it's
there is no option. I mean, quitting should never be
no.
an option.
No, no. Everything takes its own time, and everything needs time. So,
There's
same way
only
goes
one
for.
option. Only one option, that justice should happen for Sushant Singh Rajput, as far as the viewers are concerned. Me, I am confident that I will not rest till justice for Sridevi happens. But
Mm,
to the viewers who have come together for Sushant Singh's justice, you should have no option to, take anything else than
for granted.
justice based on truth.
I mean, it's justice for us. It's even when we say justice for Sushant, Sushant was fighting for us. So apparently,
Exactly.
in one way, you are fighting for yourself. You are for coming generation. You are fighting. So it's justice for you, for your family, for your kids. In that way, you are fighting. So how can you take another option? Option B, like, okay,
Exactly.
chalta hai.
We
I
don't
mean,
have
like, there's
another option. There
no,
is no more
no.
chalta hai. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There is no more that word. So stick to it and keep fighting.
Yeah, also
Uh,
we should know that there will be a lot of distraction, lot of diversion, but I'm happy that people they know that we are getting diversion. Initially, we don't know what is diversion itself, but
Exactly.
now we are very clear. Oh, this is diversion. They are diverting us. So in that way, yeah, exactly. Thanks to Sushant, he opened a lot of eyes, and thanks to Dipti ji, and
And
yeah,
thanks
and
to
other
people like you,
people.
genuine
Yeah,
YouTubers like you, who are spreading
yeah,
this to so many people, because uh, you are providing the platform. The truth is there, but it was not reaching out to people. You people are providing the platform for people to hear it out,
true ji.
because mainstream media even will
yeah,
not come within a pole's
not
distance of me. Neither will it talk about the drives that I'm sharing. Neither deny it nor cover it.
Mm-hmm.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you people are also playing a very major role in this movement. Please keep it up. Get going strong. I just wish whole of all Tamil speaking people in the entire world, not only India, in other Southeast Asian nations as well, and all over the world, they watch your channel. And
Thank you, ji.
Mitraji and Vijayji, yeah, please continue this good work of yours, okay?
Thank you so much,
I mean,
Deepti ji. It means a lot to us. Exactly. This is a kind of motivation, We wanted to tell or like create awareness. We need just that, yeah, you are doing good. That small word, it makes a lot, it means a lot.
yeah. I remember Dipiji, last time when you mentioned that while coming to this channel, to our channel, you feel little bit more positivity and all, and when you feel little bit dull, you feel more positive when you come to our channel. I want to say at that time also, I mean, but I'm mentioning now. I mean, before speaking with you, Mitra ji knows I was little bit, like I was not focused, and it was like many things was going in my mind here and there. But after speaking with you, that the sign of strength comes, because when you meet with people, when you talk to people who are, no, I'm not like bragging about you, but the courage, the strength, what you have shown for such a long time, and standing against these people, everyone who is seeing this show and everyone who is listening this show will feel that kind of a courage. We have to fight. I mean, fighting is life. Life is not about just smooth sailing. Life is all about fighting ups and downs, and we have to be focused and we have to keep fighting. You have to stand for something. So stand up now and do what you really believe in. You know,
And
do it.
we have to choose the right battles. We are fighting every day for our
Yeah,
survival. We are not even able to give time to ourselves and our close people. That's how we are fighting for the survival. Everyone, each one of us, we are kept busy, running from morning to night, okay, to take care
very
of
true.
our needs and of our people's needs. So, because we have allowed that to happen to us.
Correct.
So, if you can, I mean, manage that all your life, living some other people's expectations and working day and night to fulfill and to become successful in what the world decides as successful for everyone. If you are fighting that battle and if you are defeating yourself every day, then choose the right battle where you make yourself the winner and not defeat yourself every day. The choice lies in your hands
Yeah,
because everyone is facing a struggle. It's not just it's me who is, because it appears to be bold because of the nature of the work that is involved, but otherwise as well. You Vijayji, you Mitraji, even the people who are watching, even a person who is like what do you say, a
Man, I'm on the
scavenger or
live
something.
stream. Just give me 2 minutes.
E- everyone is facing a battle. They have their own battle to face, wherein they are defeating themselves every day
yeah,
to live up to the picture or live up to the definition of happiness which the world has set for them. Okay,
true.
so it's not that you're not able to fight. You have the ability to fight, but choose your right
Choose the
battles
right battle. Yeah.
where you don't have to defeat yourself, but you see yourself the winner along with others.
Always wise words said by Diptiji. Always. Namaste, Dhruv.
Namaste, Dhruji.
Namaste,
How are
namaste,
you?
everybody. Good
Hi,
afternoon,
Dhruv.
good evening, good morning to all your viewers. Because I am sure Mitraji is in Switzerland, Diptiji is in Bhubaneswar, I am
You
somewhere in
always say my
Karnataka,
location.
and your audiences are scattered all over the globe. I don't know what is the context that was being in discussion or whatsoever it is, but one simple line what I say is when one heart connects to another, there is no need of words. And this fight, whatever it is, be it Jia Khan's justice, be it Srideviji's justice, or be it Sushant's justice. Now, some people might come and ask me that you people started with Sridevi, but if we go with the chronology, first it was Jia Khan, a mother is fighting from 9 years. There is no signs of justice whatsoever. Second scene was Sridevi ji. From 4 years, justice is pending. And today, it is the scene of Sushant Singh Rajput, where justice has not come from a year. Politicians using slangs on him, whatsoever it is just a flow of thought or a flow of channel of thoughts. But one humble request, what I have with all the audience who's listening to the stream or all the audience who's going to listen to the stream is I would like to repeat one word from famous Rajkumar's movie, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि तकदीर लिखने से पहले खुदा खुद बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. If you want justice for yourself, make sure you demand for it, because unless the kid cries, even the mother doesn't feed the kid milk. Remember this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhruv.
Thank you, Dhruji. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
uh,
wise words spoken by Dhruva as well.
always. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
So,
Well,
Mitraji, I think I have been taking a
yes.
lot of your time.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Actually, it's really happy to have you, Diptiji, because it's always we get a lot of motivation and a positivity that's really need for this fight. So that's the reason, sometimes I keep disturbing you. Diptiji, please
No,
come.
no, no, no.
Because audience also
No.
love to hear from you.
No, I really enjoy coming here because, I mean, you see, I always say one thing, that behavior can be faked, but vibes cannot be faked. And
Oh,
when
yeah.
I come
Exactly.
here, I get those vibes. Okay, the
Oh
vibes
my
of
God.
And that's
honesty and pure,
yeah.
that zeal to spread the truth and make people see what is right for them. I mean, I get this strongly here, so I like coming here. So that is
Oh,
why I don't go to each and every channel. There are certain channels whom I believe in that I go actually. So, and yours is one such, Mitraji and Vijayji. Please continue your good job. You people
Thank
have
you.
a
thank
great
Thank
you.
role
you.
to play in this movement. Okay, so
Yeah.
yes,
Thank you.
let's
Thank you,
keep
Thank you.
Diptiji.
going
It's
strong.
like,
Thank you
yeah,
so much,
I'm
Diptiji. I
touched.
mean, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
touched and I'm really happy you made my day. And also, yeah, it is a boost. Further I keep up, I have to, I don't know what to say. I'm really happy. And
You are
just to,
contagious, Diptiji.
yeah,
You spread courage so much just by watching and talking with you. People will get. I mean, I'm pretty sure we are getting, and all our viewers will be getting, and we need that kind of energy boost every while so that we can keep going. Only few people have that capacity or the ability to do that. Not everyone can does that. When you're one of them, no doubt about
Diptiji,
that one.
I sorry to interrupt. This Disha Taleka, I think she's from, yeah, I don't want to share the location, but she's like a great fan of you. And she's always like, whenever you're not in social media, she will message me and she will ask about you. What happened to Diptiji? She's not there. She's not, posting any
Updates.
slides. She's okay. I pray for her. I'm really happy. Suddenly she will come and she will ask about you.
Hi,
So
Disha.
she's also, yes, I wanted to
Hello,
uh,
Disha. Thank you so much for your love and support. Just keep praying for the safety of me and my team because we are involved in certain kind of risky job. So it's you people's prayers that is protecting us, and I think if I am allowed to go a little bit spiritual, it's the soul of all those innocents who haven't got justice that is protecting us so far. We have at least managed to, so many people wanted to bring this truth in front of the people, and they had to pay with their lives even before they could uh, say anything. Okay, though they were celebrities, me being a commoner, though on social media, though on slowly, at least I have come this far, able to tell people certain truths which have been worked on by others as well. But yes, I believe that it's you people's prayers, and prayers have a lot of power. So it's you people's prayers and your support that is keeping us going. So it is not a one person's job, it is a teamwork, and all of us have to join hands together to save ourselves and our future.
I mean,
and
there are
also she's supporting us
numerous
through translate the Marathi. I mean, the diaries in Marathi.
Marathi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
really
She
no.
has
great.
started. Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
she's, I mean, I still remember Deepti ji. One time she was asking me, why did you stop translating in Hindi? Because I used to tell to my students about what's happening. It
yeah,
was so useful for us when you translated in Hindi. So can you just translate, especially the part, no, Mr. X parts, the 7X, Mr. X.
7x is fine.
You know,
You want me
there
to
are like
translate that?
there are like, no,
no, no.
she
She was
asked,
asking.
she
She
was
was
asking
Oh,
asking
us,
my
us.
God.
Yeah.
can you do it,
Okay.
especially that particular part? So that will be useful. I can tell to my students. I
Yeah.
was so,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
that's what,
But Diptiji, there are
That's really great. That's really
yeah.
great, Dishaji. You are actually playing a very big role in taking this truth forward to other people. Thank you so much. Please continue your great job as well. Not everyone, not everyone can. What do you say? But there is one man of the match. But everyone knows that
Has a
a
team.
game cannot be won without the contribution of everyone involved.
True.
Right?
very well said. Very well
Yeah.
said, Deepti. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to take more time. Yes, you have a beautiful evening. And yeah,
You too,
and
Mitraji.
please come back soon.
Sure, sure.
I'm so
Sure,
selfish.
Vijayji, take care. Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Take
Thank you
care.
so much.
Diptiji.
Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
like
It's always a
amazing
pleasure
judge.
coming here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same here, Diptiji. Sir.
so let's keep up the fight. Okay.
Yeah, definitely,
Jai
Deepti ji.
Jagannath, Jai
Take care
Jagannath,
and
Okay,
be
Jai
Diptiji.
safe.
Janagan.
Yeah, Jai Jagannath, Deepti
Take care.
ji.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye
Take
bye.
care, Diptiji. Bye.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Dipti ji. Thanks a lot. Actually, I cannot, thank enough for Dipti and Dipti
It's
ji. She's
uh,
doing an amazing job.
yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Friends,
சொல்லுங்க
just one
சொல்லுங்க.
thing. I mean, like, English, let's continue English or in Tamil. I don't know, but
இல்ல, ஐ திங்க் நம்ம தமிழ்ல கூட பேசலாம்.
ஓகே. ஒரு விஷயம் மக்களே, ஐ மீன் லைக் நான் உங்ககிட்ட சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் எல்லார்கிட்டயும் மறுபடியும் மறுபடியும் சொல்லுவேன். அவங்களோட தைரியம் பாராட்டக்கூடிய வேண்டிய தைரியம். ஐ மீன் லைக் ஒரு சிங்கிள் லேடியா அவங்க எத்தனை எத்தனை இடத்துக்கு போய் ஷீ இஸ் ஃபைட்டிங். இது வந்து அவங்க சொந்த கேஸ் கிடையாது. அவங்களுக்கு சொந்த ஜெனரலா நம்ம ஃபேமிலிக்கு எதாவது நடந்தா நம்ம எல்லாரும் எல்லா கோர்ட்டுக்கு போவோம், லாயர் கிட்ட போவோம், எல்லாம் பண்ணுவோம். அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம திஸ் லேடி இட்ஸ் லைக் அமேசிங். நான் அதான் உங்ககிட்டயே சொன்னேன்.
She's
அந்த
iron
கரேஜ்
lady, iron lady,
அந்த
ஜான்சி
அந்த
ராணி.
கரேஜ் நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் வரணும். நமக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் வராது, பட் எல்லாருக்கும் வரணும். அட்லீஸ்ட் அதுல ஒரு 10% 50% வந்தா கூட நம்ம லைஃப்ல நம்ம ரொம்ப சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருப்போம். அண்ட் we need people like her. We need people like her. And நம்ம கூட அவங்க பேசுறாங்க, எல்லாம் நம்ம வியூவர்ஸ் கூட நம்ம பேசுறாங்க. இது அது கேட்டாலே இட்ஸ் we feel really lucky. And thanks to Mithraji for that, to be honest. I mean like Mithraji இல்லைன்னா ஐ மீன் லைக் ஈவன் ஐ வுட் என்னால கூட அவங்க கூட பேசியிருக்க முடியாது. ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் ஸோ என்னால அவங்க கிட்ட பேசியிருக்க முடியும். இந்த எல்லாம் பேட்டில் இது எல்லாம் எடுத்ததே மித்ராஜி தான். ஸோ தேங்க்ஸ் டு மித்ராஜி. அண்ட் அவங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி லெட்ஸ் கீப் ஃபைட்டிங், அவ்வளவுதான். நோ லுக்கிங் பேக். தேர் இஸ் நோ ஆப்ஷன் பி, தேர் இஸ் நோ பிளான் பி, தேர் இஸ் ஒன்லி ஒன் பிளான் அண்ட் தேர் இஸ் ஒன்லி ஒன் ஆப்ஷன். இது நம்ம 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 போராட்டம். இதுக்கு வந்து வேற எதுவுமே இது இதை விட்டா நம்ம கிட்ட வேற எதுவுமே இல்ல.
ஆப்ஷன் கிடையாது. we have
அப்படி
to
யோசிச்சுட்டு தான்
fight for
justice.
Yeah, we have to fight for justice for everyone. Sushant, Sushant team members, and it's எப்படின்னா இது இறந்துட்டாங்க அப்படின்ற அவங்களுக்கு அதுக்காக மட்டும் நம்ம ஃபைட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. உயிரோட போராடிட்டு இருக்கவங்களுக்காகவும் நம்ம ஃபைட் பண்ணணும். we have to fight for even everyone who's supporting and who's fighting for justice.
இது நம்ம ஃபைட்.
இது
உங்களோட ஃபைட், இது என்னோட ஃபைட், அவ்வளவுதான்.
Also we will be getting lot of diversion. Kandipa we are having lot of diversions, like some planted people will come. For example, நான் சொல்றேன், திடீர்னு வந்து ட்விட்டர்ல வந்து என்ன சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, ரித்திக் ரோஷனுக்கு வந்து நிறைய பேர் SSR வாரியர்ஸ் வந்து சப்போர்ட் பண்றாங்க, எப்படி வந்து அப்படி பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு 2-3 நான் பார்த்தேன். ஆக்சுவலி நம்ம ஜென்யூன் வாரியர்ஸ் தான். அவங்களுக்குள்ள குழப்பமாயிடுச்சு. அப்ப நம்ம சொன்னோம், அது எப்படி வந்து இருக்க முடியும், நம்மள குழப்பறதுக்காக யாராச்சும் உள்ள இன்சர்ட் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, ஏதாவது ஒரு ஃபேக் ஐடியில வந்து நம்மளையே நம்ம வாரியர்னு சொல்லிட்டு உள்ள வந்துட்டு அவங்க இந்த மாதிரி சப்போர்ட் பண்ண மாதிரி பண்ணுவாங்க, நம்ம வந்து மாறிட்டோம், எல்லாம் பழசெல்லாம் மறந்துட்டோன்ற மாதிரி. அதனால நிறைய வரும் டைவர்ஷன். நம்ம தான் வந்து அந்த டைவர்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்துக்காம we have to keep going, அவ்வளவுதான். அந்த ஃபைட்டை வந்து நம்ம வந்து டயர்டே ஆகக்கூடாது. ட்ரூ இண்டியன் சொன்ன மாதிரி இதோ நம்ம கிட்ட நெருங்கிட்டோம், we are near to the justice அப்படின்ற மாதிரி அந்த ஒரு பூஸ்ட் வச்சுட்டு we keep going, அவ்வளவுதான். ஸோ நம்மளால முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு வந்து நம்பர்ஸ் பெருசா ஆகணும், ரொம்ப பேர் யுனைட் ஆகணும், நிறைய பேருக்கு இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ரீச் ஆகணும். அதுதான் நம்மளோட தாட்டா இருக்கும். நம்ம லெட்ஸ் ஸ்ப்ரெட் என்ன சொல்றது அவேர்னஸ் and let's keep fighting for Sushant brother, and let's keep fighting for everyone, Jiakanji and ஏன்னா அவங்களும் அவங்களோட அம்மாக்கு மகள் தான். அவங்க அம்மா வந்து இப்ப வரைக்கும் ஃபைட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. 8 வருஷம் 9 வருஷமா ஃபைட் பண்றாங்க ஒரு அம்மா. எவ்வளவு கஷ்டம் அது. அந்த பொசிஷன்ல இருந்து பார்த்ததான் தெரியும் அவங்க குழந்தைய இழந்தவங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு ஒரு வலின்னு. அதே மாதிரி எல்லாராலையும் ஃபைட் பண்ண முடியாது, பயம். ஏன்னா அந்த நெக்ஸஸ் அந்த மாதிரி பெருசா இருக்காங்க, பயம் பொறுத்துறாங்க. ஸோ அதனால வந்து அவங்கள நம்ம வந்து அவங்க ஏன் ஃபைட் பண்ணலன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்கள கார்னர் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அவங்களுக்காக சேர்த்து தான் நம்ம ஃபைட் பண்றோம். அதுதான் நான் ஃபீல் பண்றேன். ஸோ இன்னொரு விஷயம், இந்த சினிமா ஆர்டிஸ்ட் ஆக்ட்ரஸஸ்லாம் வந்து திடீர்னு ஒரு டைவர்ஷன்ஸ் கொண்டு வருவாங்க. தீபிகா படுகோன் இருக்குல்ல, அந்த JNU மாதிரி, அந்த மாதிரி அங்க போய் நின்று பேசுறது, இல்ல வந்து இப்போ சித்தார்த்தோட இந்த வல்கரான ட்வீட்ஸ், இது எல்லாமே நான் சொல்றேன் ஒரு டைவர்ஷனுக்காக தான் வரும். பிளஸ் இவங்க எல்லாம் காசு இல்லாம எதுவும் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க, ப்ரொமோட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. ஸோ மெயினா அவங்க மோட்டிவ் வந்து காசு பெருசா வாங்குவாங்க, இல்லைன்னா வந்து இவ்வளோ பாப்புலரா வந்து ஐ மீன் இவ்வளோ வந்து ஒரு விஷயத்த டைவர்ட் பண்ற மாதிரி வந்து ஒரு விஷயத்த வந்து பூகம்பமா சொல்ல மாட்டாங்க. ஏன்னா அவங்க சொன்னா மக்கள் நம்புவாங்கன்னு ஒரு நம்பிக்கை. அதனாலதான் வந்து இவங்களை வச்சு நம்மள டைவர்ட் பண்றாங்க, டார்கெட் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ இதுவா இருந்தாலும் நம்ம அது வந்து கரெக்டான ஆங்கிள் திங்க் பண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு போறதுதான் நல்லது. ஸோ அதான் சொல்லணும்னு நினைச்சேன். எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் பீயிங் வித் அஸ் அண்ட் ப்ளீஸ் கீப் சப்போர்ட் தீப்திஜி. அண்ட் அவங்க சப்போர்ட் பண்றதுனால நம்ம வந்து நம்மளோட நல்ல வாழ்க்கைக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஸோ அதுதான் வேண்டிக்கிறேன். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். எங்கெல்லாம் ஜாயின் பண்ணதுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே நன்றி. சப்போஸ் இஃப் யூ லைக் த வீடியோ ஜஸ்ட் லைக் பண்ணுங்க, அப்பதான் வந்து அது இட் வில் keep spreading to everyone. So thanks a lot. Jai Hind, Jai Sushant. ஜெஜி நீங்க சொல்லுங்க.
தேங்க்யூ மக்களே. சொன்ன மாதிரி வீடியோ லைக் பண்ணுங்க, அப்பதான் நல்லா ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆகும், மக்கள் கிட்ட போய் சேரும். இது ஒரு ஃபைட்டு, நம்ம இதை விடக்கூடாது, மித்ராஜி சொன்ன மாதிரி. ஸோ லெட்ஸ் கீப் ஃபைட்டிங், லெட்ஸ் கீப் ஸ்ப்ரெடிங் த அவேர்னஸ். ஜெய் ஹிந்த், ஜெய் சுஷாந்த், ஜெய் ஜெகநாத் மக்களே.
ஜெய் ஜெகநாத். வணக்கம் மக்களே. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.